think that I would not have survived 20 years in cardiac surgery if I didn't have a really strong community.
I work in a profession that, to begin with, is incredibly small, and the number of women in the field is even smaller. And so without larger communities like the STS and the WTS, we really would be limited as to where we'd find support and resources and mentorship.
You can't do everything all by yourself. You need somebody or some buddies to help you along the way. And then you need to be that somebody for somebody else whenever you can.
Dr. Yang, I am grateful for you being placed in my life to be a father figure, a mentor, a teacher, a guide, a chastiser when appropriate.
One good mentor will make the entire difference in the trajectory of somebody's career. When you meet the mentor who believes in what you are capable of and does that without you having to conform to a preset ideal of what a thoracic surgeon should be, you accomplish things that you never thought were possible.
You know, they become part of your family, and you care about their kids, and you want them to name their kids after you.
Regardless of gender, doesn't matter.
Regardless of gender.
Mentorship was key to me finding success here in the United States, and I couldn't have done any of what I had done without my mentors, and especially without my female mentors.
It's all about just supporting those around you, and that's where you realize that those around you are supporting you as well. And part of the reason we like to be mentors is you get a lot out of the deal. You learn a lot, you grow a lot.
We do stressful things. As much as I love my job, it doesn't always go well. And not having people you can share that with is really hard. We all need to have trusted friends and people we can talk to about it.
We all need an anchor. And sometimes we get a little bit lost at sea, and our mentees anchor us. And when you forget what an awesome privilege it is to do what we do, bringing yourself back to it and being reminded of what your people that you've trained have done, nothing will set you right like that.
Having tremendous mentors and sponsors and friends is really important and helps with the isolation that comes from a very challenging profession.
Put your oxygen mask on first. You can't be a good thoracic surgeon if you're not a good, well-cared-for person. It's that community and that mentorship circle that you've created that is your sounding board, that even when you don't see things, that they can see it within you.
You know, the barriers have been broken over years. The growth and expansion of women in the field is really amazing. The supportive community has been key to having the situation we have now.
I think it's our responsibility as folks who have succeeded in the field of cardiothoracic surgery to reach back and to create a more diverse and inclusive environment.
As a woman who was different than the people around me, that rather than trying to fit in, I should embrace who I was as an individual and what I could bring differently than the people around me to help support all of the goals that we shared. That type of mentorship was pivotal to changing my perspective.
There are different ways to be a great and amazing cardiothoracic surgeon, and you don't have absolutely to fit the mold has been pushed onto us. In the future, what we need to do is really welcome the flexibility and the way of being a cardiothoracic surgeon that is different than what we have always believed.
Everybody has their own unique set of challenges. The support of your friends and your colleagues really helps to keep you grounded.
These engagements and live meetings, that's another important part of the community. It's not only for personal well-being, and it's not only just for educating our residents, but I think it really drives our field forward in terms of science and quality.
We do want to celebrate when people do great things. The sense of coming together, the camaraderie, at a breakfast or sharing a meal. We don't break bread together as often as I think we should.
This is a nationwide community. You get to meet women from other institutions and continue to connect with them repeatedly. And that opportunity opens doors for your future, but also continues to impact the way that we think, how we learn, what we know about the field.
I hope the future and the horizon for women in our specialty is that there's no limit, that we are seen for our abilities and for our gifts and our contributions, that we are valued for them. And I think with that, We are going to have the best and the brightest who are going to be attracted to the field, who will stay in the field, and who will succeed.